Is the self-employed model too American? Today I'm joined by Ugo Arinzeh, who is actually an American lady working in an American self-employed model in London. Thanks for joining me today, Ugo.
Thank you for having me. I look forward to it.
A lot of people think, the two biggest self-employed models in the UK, Keller Williams and EXP, are too American for the British property market. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that there's a real opportunity to serve clients in a high level, and what the self-employed model offers is the ability to build one-on-one relationships with your clients. And given the overall sentiment of how the market receives high street agents or the traditional model, there's room for improvement. So I don't think your average British person is super excited about the way the model currently exists.
At the moment, the self-employed model has about 2.8, 2.9% of the UK property market, and it's been going properly for about 5 years. Are you surprised it's that low or that high?
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion one way or the other in terms of, I think maybe I'd be surprised it's that low, because I do think that for me, I feel really passionately about how we work with our clients. And I do think it is the way forward in terms of how estate agents or agents could be serving their clients in a more direct way.
I mean, here's an interesting fact. In terms of not companies, but brands, that percentage is numbers 2 and number 3 put together represents 2.8% of the market. So actually it's bigger. It doesn't sound a lot, but actually, after 5 years, I think that's really, really good when you consider who's number 2 and who's number 3. You're part of the Keller Williams stable. What does Keller Williams do for you?
Yeah, I think particularly because we are focused on prime central London, and often some of our clients might be high net worth clients or luxury clients, we're part of a network of actually the largest global network of luxury agents. And so tapping into that community has been really beneficial for me and our team.
Okay.
So that's number one. I think having the global connections have been tremendous. I also think the opportunity to learn and grow from some of the best, not just here in the UK, but also getting access from the
That's interesting, because there might be Dave or Sarah from Droitwich, which is on the outskirts of 20 miles from Birmingham. They're going to say, well, I don't need a network of high net worth people from New Jersey or Switzerland, or wherever they are, but it's that second part of learning from the best. Is it really a case of just being able to pick up the phone to anyone and just talk to them and they'll give you their advice?
Yeah, but I also think it's just recognizing it. And Gary Keller wrote a book called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, but just kind of the fundamentals of it.
Fantastic book, boys and girls. Do check it out.
Yeah, and I think if you kind of break it down in terms of that regard, that is super helpful. But along the way, you are going to be discouraged. You are going to have issues. You are going to have challenges. And I think that's where the training and support comes in, beyond just, you know how to do the transaction, but do you know how to be a business owner? And I think that's where there's ongoing learning to be had.
You must be one of the longest people at the Prime office in London. You would have seen many people come and many people go. I particularly would like to talk about all the existing agents that have joined the Prime. Where do you think they've gone wrong? Where they joined and then it didn't work out and went back into employed life? Where do you think they could have been different or better, so they could have actually be an owner of a successful business now and not be back in employed?
Well, I think, perhaps it's recognizing that it can be a long journey to kind of get those first successes going. And but you are really going to have to work extremely hard, and perhaps it's not having that safety net that high street employment does offer you. So being able to make sure that you're financially prepared for that, I think, is probably the biggest challenge.
What else in terms of their mindset?
And the mindset of being responsible for yourself. I think that is the biggest thing. One of the things I think, again, having come from a corporate background to now here, is I have to show up with really good energy. Like, it is not an option, right? You have to believe in yourself. You have to demonstrate that. So you're always having to put into learning and self-improvement. So I think that's also part of it. And getting rid of the attitude of it's always transactional versus relationship. And sometimes relationship means a little bit more work, a little more rapport. So perhaps this is a skill set you need to develop better. I think practicing scripts and educating yourself is part of it as well. And that is going to be a little bit more challenging.
What do you think the future of self-employed estate agency looks like in Britain?
Well, I hope it's a growing prospect and that it's getting brighter and brighter, because I think it really offers us, one of the things when I even have from the very first consultation with my clients is the fact that at the end of this, I hope that we have delivered such a high standard that we can count on you for a 5-star Google review and a raving testimonial. So people really understand, and that I've earned that I've earned that. And so if they understand that's how I'm going into the relationship, and hopefully on the back of it, we can expect that from you. And along the way, if we're not delivering, then we can be held accountable for that. So if people recognize that you're committing to that level of service and relationship on the front end, then there's really an opportunity to serve people at the highest level. Let's remember, at the end of it, you're helping people buy or sell the most important asset of their life for most people. I don't take that lightly, and I take it as an honor. So if I'm sitting with you to journey with that during that chapter of your life, we really want to make sure that hopefully it's been a good experience.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much.